Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, and have you noticed that a lot of the liberals who end up complaining the most about how all of us conservatives are so hate-filled usually end up being the ones who are the most hate-filled among us in society? Yeah, we got another example of that last night on CNN, as it was just a handoff of the program between Chris Cuomo and Don Lemon. And Don Lemon comes on air, and the first thing, you can tell he's been waiting all day to say it, that he starts talking about with Chris Cuomo, as they're supposed to be making small talk as they pass the baton from one program to the other, is, at Bush's funeral today, when Trump went up to the Obamas and just offered to, reach his hand out to shake hands with them, if I were the Obamas, I wouldn't have shook hands with Trump. No, I would never shake hands with that guy. And he just goes on and on talking about this, just Trump's such a terrible person. He makes up all this sorts of stuff about how, look, there were no scandals during the Obama administration, but there were so many scandals during the Trump years. Like, we're supposed to believe there were no scandals during the Obama years. Okay, yeah, good one there, Don. And just going on and saying all this stuff like, why would you shake hands with this man? Because Trump's always talking bad about Obama these days. Like Obama never talks bad about Trump? I mean, he goes all over the country, all over the world and talks bad about Trump. Maybe he doesn't say his name every single time, but it's abundantly clear who he's talking about, and it's Donald J. Trump. So he goes, Don Lemon getting on his soapbox, just rewriting history time and time again, and it's just absolutely absurd, the stuff that he's saying here. Now, the Obamas, they were absolutely right for shaking Trump's hand when he reached the handout. That's what a decent person would do in that situation. I mean, Chris Cuomo, he is no Trump supporter by any means, and don't get me wrong, throughout this exchange, he was saying some completely fictitious stuff that was pro-Obama and anti-Trump as well. But at least Chris Cuomo had the decency to try and put Don Lemon in his place, because Lemon was completely off the wall. Cuomo just saying stuff like, look, common sense here, even if you do not like the individual who's in the presidency, there is a certain level of respect that you show the person who is in the presidency. Look, I mean, I'm not a huge Barack Obama guy, as you could probably tell, but at the same time, if the man came up to me and stuck his hand out to shake hands, I would shake hands with him just because he was the president of the United States, and even though I was not a fan of what he did, I will give respect to the fact that he was the president of the United States of America. You should do that to anybody who's held that office, regardless of who they are. But Don Lemon goes on, no, I wouldn't do that, trying to act all big and tough and cool. And then Chris Cuomo said, you know what, and I don't find myself often agreeing with Chris Cuomo, but I did last night when he made the claim, you know what, you are small and petty, referring to Don Lemon. Because, Don Lemon, he goes on this entire little rant trying to sound, again, all big and, oh yeah, I'd stick it to Trump, I'd show him up, and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, Don Lemon, as he's trying to make this huge point about Trump's character and how he thinks Trump has awful character, all Don Lemon did was put on display once again for the nation to see, probably the most shameful instance to date, how poor Don Lemon's character is. He is absolutely pathetic. And that's all the time that we have for today, but tune into the John Muir Show each and every weekday, 8:40 a.m., WTAQ, 9 a.m., WSAU, WHBL. Till then, I'm out.